Welcome to Clever Classroom IT. My name is Phil Mellifont, and in this series of Clever Classroom IT, we'll be looking at a range of issues that are relevant to schools to do with technology and learning. We want to look at teacher professional development, identifying the hardware and software in your school, and a whole range of issues with invited guests that will challenge the way that you think about technology and learning in school and at home. I'd like to welcome Murray Ben. Welcome, Murray. Murray, you're from Macarthur Anglican School.
Yes, that's right.
That's right, and you've been doing some development work with FileMaker Pro.
We've been using FileMaker for some years now, and yes, over the last few years particularly, we've been developing a lot of good resources for teachers and for administration.
Great. So for people and teachers that aren't familiar with FileMaker, maybe you could tell us about the application.
FileMaker is a product which is a cross-platform database. It will run on any platform, Macintosh, any of the Windows platforms, Windows 3.1, 95, 98, NT, but completely simultaneously. So we can have a single file which is being accessed by multiple users from any platform at once.
Okay. So that would be over a network, say a school network?
Absolutely, and that's one of its greatest strengths.
Okay. And what sort of things can you do with FileMaker Pro?
The thing that I think sets FileMaker Pro apart from other database systems is its ease of use without sacrificing performance. We use it with students and with teachers alike, and they're able to develop their own interfaces, their own database products, because of the simplicity, particularly of the graphics drawing tools to create their layouts and interfaces.
Great. Now, I understand you've got a curriculum example to show us here, and obviously, you know, there are many examples that we could show. Here's one. Maybe you'd like to share that with us.
Sure. This project was an assignment to a Year 10 Computing Studies class. It was basically an introduction to databases, but with FileMaker we were able to take it a little bit further than just the basic, this is a field and this is a record, and create yourself an address book, for example, but rather get the students to build in password protection and a certain amount of automation through very basic programming, if you like, but it's plain English programming in the scripting language of FileMaker. This product was a high school. We called it Dummy High School for the particular assignment. And this student has put a series of buttons, and you can see the graphics on the screen, but he's put a series of buttons which allow us to perform searches and browse records and switch between layouts very simply. Performing a search takes us into a search screen. We could type in a surname, for example, but we could search on any field at all. We could search for anybody who lives in a particular suburb, for example, and it very quickly goes and brings us to those, all of those students. He's set it up now that we can switch to a list view and print it, and it hasn't showed us there on screen, but it switches to a list and prints that view. Likewise, he set it up to print out on envelopes, and this layout was set up to fit exactly to an envelope which we can run through a printer.
So this might have been a computer studies assignment or something like that?
It was,
yeah.
This one.
And obviously, because it's a database, it could be used with just about every other curriculum. It could be databases on history or geography. Yeah.
This one was specifically to teach the students how to use this package, but it is used very regularly, using this package to produce an end product for the students.
Now, you've been working on your own project, which is a school administration package using FileMaker Pro.
That's right.
So I wonder whether you could show us some of that.
Certainly. The strengths of this this administration package is its ease of use. At Macarthur Anglican School, where I come from, we have 100% of the staff, right from all the administrative staff through to maintenance staff in the school, who use this system to extract the information they need. It's all graphical. It's very easy to navigate around and get the information you need. Calling up a student, we can find obviously who the student is from the photograph that's there, but their general contact information, what classes they're in, what textbooks they might have at the time. This is our legal absence record. All of our attendance is done through the system. A student can be located by on their timetable. All of the information relating to this student can be found within a click or two. and all accessible from
And
anywhere
because
on the
it's
network.
cross-platform and you can share it over a network, that means that this database could be available to a range of staff around the school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From any
Okay.
machine.
All right. Excellent.
Um,
And I understand FileMaker has won an award recently. I know it's won lots of awards, but one in particular
has.
recently.
One recent award that it won was the International Software Publishers Association Cody Award for the best business software and the best database software, and well deserved, I believe.
Oh. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, and thanks for being on Clever Classroom IT.
Thank you very much.
This week in our professional development segment, I have June Moore from InTouch Consultancy. Welcome, June.
Hi.
Now, last time we spoke, we were talking about self-paced learning, and there were really three elements. There was the mentor program, where you placed someone in the school to act as a mentor and a trainer. There are the physical resources that the teacher would use, and also some online computer-based resources. Now, for schools that are, geographically distant or and don't have access to one of your trainers or the physical resources, I believe you've got a program that is totally online. Is that right?
That's right. We offer online workshops, and we offer those to, it's not so much just based on the geographical distance, but it could be someone who wants a particular skill and no one else has created a course for it that they can go to learn as a face-to-face environment. So in the online environment, they're able to do it at their own time.
Oh,
so the
great.
value for teachers, of course,
Yeah.
is that they can do it in their own time. They identify exactly what they believe they need.
And you don't have to convince the principal or the whole school to take it. You can just take a course when you need it, and you can do it at 9 o'clock at night or 3 in the morning.
Yes, you can do it. If you're a strange person, you want to do it at 2 o'clock in the morning,
Right, you
that's
could do
fine.
that, yeah.
And it's probably, for individual teachers, one of the most cost-effective ways of learning as well.
Okay, so tell me more information about this.
All right then, the online workshops are available also through the self-paced program that we talked about last week. Part of that allows teachers in the schools to
Go off
undergo
and
an
attend
online workshop, that's
Yeah.
right. But as I said, you can do this by yourself. You may find, for instance, that you have a number of skills that you're fine with word processing and using spreadsheets, and your basic computer skills are okay, but how do I use it in a multimedia environment? And so you may decide that you'd like to do a multimedia workshop, and we do have an online workshop that is specifically based on developing multimedia in the classroom. Or it may be that it's a workshop that's on writing in different genre, so it's developed for that. Our online workshops are available as, they've been programmed under a model that we call iCare.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I'll actually provide a slide for you about that. And it allows teachers to go through a particular basis or a sequence of learning. They have the ability to print out the materials for those people who need to use it as a paper-based environment, or they can use it online. And it takes them through a structured sequence of events to develop, and this is the important thing, a product at the end of it that they can then go and use in their classroom.
Okay. Could you give me some for instances? I know you talked about spreadsheets and multimedia. What are some of the popular courses or some courses that teachers might like to take a look at?
Two of the courses, the multimedia one has been a popular one. Another one that tends to be popular is looking at particular KLAs or key learning areas within the curriculum and how that can be worked. But the multimedia one, for instance, part of the process there is that they'll use PowerPoint in a basic way to create an information kiosk. So it could be an information kiosk on whatever topic area the teacher wants, set it up for the children, depending on what age level they are, to learn from and to interact with, so that they continue with that learning.
And I think that's an important aspect as well, is that a number of teachers think that multimedia is only for the art teacher or the graphics teacher, and what we're really talking about is a medium here which would suit any KLA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And multimedia is effectively that. If you think about what the word itself means,
Vision, sound.
And it could be something as simple as creating it as a PowerPoint presentation, or it might be moving it into Hyper-Studio or wherever else you're going.
Okay, so people that are out there that would like to find out more about the online workshops, where do they go to? What can they do?
they can go to our InTouch website, which is www.intouch.com.au.
That's easy. Yeah.
It's an easy one,
Wow,
yes.
I can remember that one. So look for InTouch. Yeah.
You can look at there, and it has all our other programs that are available as well on that website. We also actually have a lot of online workshops that have developed from the US, because we provide a lot of programs in the US as well. So we have a cross-cultural perspective.
Right,
I think
okay.
that's the best way of putting it.
All right, and that's a nice export business, isn't it? Where Australian trainers are developing resources for US
And
teachers.
it's also an excellent
Good one.
example of how an online environment is truly global.
Thank you for being with us, and until next time we speak.